Travellers with disabilities are calling for change in the tourism industry as the peak travel season ramps up and holidaymakers in the US jet off on vacation. People with access needs are limited in where they can go. Advocates say lack of infrastructure and awareness mean they are being left behind. Sally Patterson has more in the third of our week-long series on accessible travel.
An oasis tucked away from the chaos of the city, where visitors can lose themselves in the sights, sounds and smells of summer. New York Botanical Garden offers a breath of fresh air for Annie Latchman.
Oh, God, this is the rose garden is your favorite?
Yeah. Annie was born with cerebral palsy. Navigating New York City in her wheelchair is a daily challenge. For the past 5 years, her family have been documenting their visits to the city's most popular spots. But her sister Lakshmi says mapping out their route, where they will eat and what facilities are available takes meticulous planning.
I'd like to see the whole city being fully accessible. I'd like to see every organization within travel and tourism being trained on how to welcome people with disabilities.
Advocates say real change in the tourism industry starts in the sky. America's airlines are responsible for losing or damaging thousands of wheelchairs and mobility scooters every year, leaving those who rely on them stranded or at risk of serious injury. Sadly, passengers have even died as a result. New legislation proposed earlier this year aims to change that.
We must also crack down on carriers that have gone away with predatory practices that treat customers like suckers and view passengers with disabilities as disposable.
Without accessible flights and airports, many people with access needs are grounded.
The travel industry across the United States has steadily been recovering since the COVID-19 pandemic. But data from the Department of Transport shows that as passenger numbers have risen, there's been a higher proportion of complaints from flyers with disabilities.
Officials from the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, which oversees transport infrastructure in the region, says they're going above and beyond their legal obligations.
I would love to see everybody have the ability to travel and travel comfortably in a way that they are able to feel able to be as independent as they want to be, but receive the services that they need to be able to successfully make a trip.
At this brand new terminal, a river-themed sensory room is designed to provide a calm haven for people susceptible to sensory overload. Adult changing tables allow people to use the bathroom with dignity. Exploring the city is hungry work. Peruvian restaurant Contento was built with accessibility in mind after co-owner George Gallego became fed up with how he was treated at other venues.
They may come to the table, they'll ask everyone for their orders, they never look directly at me. They ask the person that I'm with that doesn't have a disability, what is it that this person next to you would like to have for dinner, right? Or what would he like to drink? As if, I'm not able to answer these questions myself.
The team here is determined to serve up something better for guests. The bar is at 2 different levels, so wheelchairs can roll up to it comfortably. Braille and large print menus are on offer, as well as accessible cutlery, alternative glassware, and straws. As visitor numbers to the US continue to inch back up after disruptions caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, campaigners stress accessible travel is a lucrative market. And with the right changes, people of all abilities will be able to get a taste of everything New York has to offer. Sally Patterson, CNA, New York.